storm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick, and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
Incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's complete. Mike Strong with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Brady to throw again. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Xavier Howard, the all-pro corner, helped to make the stop. From the 31, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got into town. And he's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans' 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there.
Fournette, a first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Fournette running out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Fournette. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line. Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Got an open man. It's Strong. There's a nice move. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A shotgun give to Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, Alabama. Mike 29. Watch the run. 29 is Mike.
From the gun, it's Brady. That'll be taken in by Strong. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Miami's receivers have the second fewest yards of any receiving group in 2020 and the fewest yards in run after catch as well. Jalen Waddle, he might solve both of those problems. Taking 6th overall, he picks up a first down right there.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Suckup. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From way up at the 23. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Brady now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He'll get this into the hands of Strong. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, ready? Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I'm here all day. 72.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Here's Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a give to Fournette. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. So 8 yards on the completion there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation. Give me a...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now up to 14. Now Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Here's Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. 2nd down and 5. On play action, here's Tua. Rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He's to the 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bucs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
They've got his man complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Miami. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. .70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Again, it's Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final try for Tagovailoa. Connecting with Hill. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Buccaneers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.